Artworkium.
And welcome to Inventive Legacies, patents that shaped our lives.
This is our series where we really get into the weeds of the actual documents behind some iconic designs.
That's right. We look at the patents, the blueprints, basically, for the art prints you can find right in our store.
Yeah, and we wanted to do this series really as a way to say thanks, for everyone who supported us, bought the digital prints. There's a bit of extra context, maybe some fun background on those inventions you got hanging up.
And today, oh boy, today we're diving into a document that is just peak contrast. You've got this super formal legal language describing, well, absolute chaos.
Tangled chaos, yeah.
Exactly. We're talking about an absolute classic from our toys and games section. We're talking about Twister.
Twister, fantastic. And if you want to see the surprisingly neat drawings for this game of human entanglement, just check the episode description.
Yep, we've linked the patent print right there for you. It's kind of amazing to see the structured plan behind, well, the floor full of people falling over.
Okay, let's get into it. The specifics. We're looking at U.S. patent number 3,454,279.
Filed April 14th, 1966. And it was officially patented July 8th, 1969, so right in the thick of the late 60s.
Perfect timing, really.
Yeah.
And the inventors.
Let's see. Charles F. Foley from Minneapolis and Neil W. Rabens from St. Paul, Minnesota. So a couple of guys from the Midwest.
And they assigned it to Milton Bradley, the big game company.
That's it. But the title, the official title they gave it, is just magnificent in its formality. Are you ready?
Lay it on me.
Apparatus for playing a game wherein the players constitute the game pieces.
Oh, I love that. Players constitute the game piece. It sounds so serious, almost dehumanizing in a funny way, like we're just cogs in the machine.
Well, it elevates the whole thing, doesn't it? It's not just people playing the game. They are the game. Why didn't they just call it, I don't know, color dot scramble?
Right.
But that language is important, legally speaking. They weren't just patenting a plastic mat and a spinner. They were patenting the whole system of interaction.
A system of hue and Jenga, basically.
Kind of, yeah. The system of forcing other people into awkward positions using specific commands.
Okay, so let's talk about the official purpose then. Reading through the patent, it's not just let's have a laugh.
No, it's stated quite clearly. The purpose is twofold: amusement and exercise purposes.
Amusement and exercise. Fair enough.
But the core objective, the way you win, it's phrased almost like warfare. The primary goal is, and I quote, to force the opposing player to fall to the ground.
Force them, not just, hope they lose balance.
It's active. And how do you achieve this forceful victory? This is maybe the best line in the whole patent.
Go on.
Players must, quote, entwine his body in a pretzel-like manner around the body of an opponent.
Pretzel-like manner. They actually wrote that.
They absolutely did. Pretzel-like manner. It perfectly captures the physical reality of the game, doesn't it?
It really does. You're not just stretching. You're aiming for strategic entanglement, like a friendly boa constrictor.
And they clearly saw strategy in it. It wasn't just about who was bendiest. They actually drew a comparison to martial arts.
Get out. To what?
To, and again, I'm quoting the patent here, Japanese jiu-jitsu, the art of judo.
No way. Twister and judo. How?
Well, they talk about strategy, about how sometimes yielding ground, letting someone move past you, might actually be the key to victory. It says, the winner might be the one who initially yields or gives way for the purpose of maneuvering the opponent into a more unfavorable position with respect to balance or leverage.
So that awkward moment when you lift your legs super high to let someone's arm squeak underneath, that's actually a calculated judo move, according to the patent.
According to U.S. patent 3,454,279, yes, you're employing ancient martial arts principles. It adds a certain gravitas to falling over at a party.
Okay, this is amazing. Let's break down the actual apparatus then, the physical bits.
Right, so you have the playing surface. They call it the arena. Could be indoor floor, could be outdoor ground.
Just needs to be flat, presumably.
Preferably, yes. And on this arena, you have the spots. The technical term is a plurality of loci.
Loci. Okay, fancy word for dots.
Exactly. Arranged in columns and parallel rows. The drawings they included show 4 columns and 6 rows.
So 24 spots total, the classic setup.
That's the one. And these loci are coded usually by color.
Yeah.
Red, blue, yellow, green in the examples.
And they had to be a certain size, right?
Yeah. Big enough for a hand or a foot, but also spaced right, close enough that you have to get tangled up eventually.
Engineered entanglement. Got it. Then there's the other key piece, the spinner.
Ah, yes, the random command selection device. Much more impressive name.
What did the patent say about it?
Well, it's a board, pointer in the middle, standard spinner, but the face is divided into 4 equal sections.
For the limbs.
Precisely. For the 4 designated portions of the human anatomy used in the game.
Let me guess. Left foot, right hand, right foot, left hand.
You got it. And then crucially, within each of those body part sections, it's divided again.
By color.
By color, yeah. Matching the columns on the mat. Red, blue, yellow, green. So the spinner doesn't just say right foot.
It says right foot red or left hand blue.
That's it. That's the key. It forces a very specific placement, dictating both limb and column. That's what leads to the pretzel-like formations.
Makes sense. You remove ambiguity, you maximize awkwardness. Okay, so we have the field, we have the command device. Now the rules, the laws governing this madness.
Right, the rules of engagement. They get pretty specific.
I bet. Like what?
First off, players preferentially will remove their shoes. Sensible advice for traction.
Good start. Safety first.
Then, movement. Players have to move simultaneously when the ref calls out the command. No dawdling.
Okay.
And here's the big one, the core principle. Only one limb from one player can be on any single spot, any locus at a time.
Ah, the property rights rule. So if 2 people reach the same red spot with their right hand.
Referee decides. The patent explicitly says the ref has to judge who got there first. Talk about pressure.
No kidding. What else?
Once you place a limb on a spot, that's it. You cannot move it or lift it, not unless you get a new command specifically for that limb.
That's the killer rule. That's what locks you in place.
Absolutely. It guarantees those increasingly difficult, strained positions.
But wait, there must be. Sometimes you physically have to move something just to let another part of you or someone else get through.
You've anticipated the great loophole. The inventors thought of this. There is one and only one exception to the no lifting rule.
Okay, what is it? The moment of mercy.
It is highly specific. A player may lift a limb solely for the purpose of allowing another of their own limbs to be moved past it.
Okay, that makes sense, like threading a needle.
BUT, and this is critical. The limb that was lifted must be returned immediately to the original spot it was on as soon as the other limb is clear.
Wow, they actually codified the lift your arm quick while I slide my leg under a move.
Precisely. You can't use it as an excuse to rest or shift your weight. Instant return required. The dedication to formalizing every possible scenario is just chef's kiss.
It's incredible. And failing any of this, falling over.
You lose. The opponent wins if you fall. Or if you let, quote, so much as even a knee or an elbow to touch the playing surface.
Strict. No resting on a knee.
No mercy in the world of patented pretzel combat.
So we usually think of it as a 2-player game, right? Head to head. But the patent covers more.
Oh, absolutely. They envision bigger games. There are rules outlined for 3 and 4 players.
How does that even work? Where do they start?
It gets complicated. For 3 players, the third player starts facing the center, maybe straddling 2 spots in a side column. For 4, you'd have players starting at opposite ends and on the side columns.
Sounds like instant gridlock.
Pretty much. It definitely ramps up the chaos factor. They also mentioned team play.
Like partners.
Yeah, where partners can share the same spot, 1 limb each, adds a bit of cooperation, or maybe just shared blame when you fall.
Ah, true. Any other modes?
There's a no referee mode where players alternate calling out limb and color. Trust system, I guess.
Risky.
And then there's the one that really caught my eye. Something completely different.
What's that?
Single player dexterity mode.
Single player. How? Do you just play against yourself until you collapse?
Sort of, but it's more structured. The patent suggests playing solo not just for fun, but for skill building.
Skill building. For what? Competitive twister tryouts?
Maybe. But to do this, you're supposed to place obstacles on some of the spots.
Obstacles? Like what kind of obstacles? Little cones?
The patent specifically suggests, get this, balloons, sticks, or blocks.
Balloons, sticks. Why would you put a balloon on a twister spot?
To block it. If the spinner says right hand yellow, but there's a balloon or a stick on the only available yellow spot you can reach, you can't use it.
Ah, so it forces you to adapt.
Exactly. It restricts your choices, making you stretch further, balance more precariously, maybe use a different spot in the same column if possible. It turns it from a game of chance into a deliberate physical challenge.
So Twister, according to its own patent, is also a solo training apparatus for improving flexibility and balance, potentially involving household objects and inflatable party supplies.
That is the logical conclusion. Yes, it's just layers upon layers. From party game to judo strategy to solo obstacle course, all in one patent.
Mind blown. It really is this incredible mix of like deep strategic thought and utter silliness all wrapped up in legalese.
Perfectly put.
Okay, before we wrap up, we really want to know what you think. Listening to all this, what part of the formal story behind Twister surprised you the most? Or maybe just made you laugh?
Was it the judo thing, that comparison between getting tangled on a plastic mat and, actual martial arts strategy?
Or maybe it was just the amazing phrase, entwined in a pretzel-like manner, actually appearing in a legal document?
Or perhaps, like me, you were just fascinated by that super detailed rule about lifting a limb just so, only to put it right back down again, the official under the armpit rule.
Yeah, let us know. Find us on social media, share your thoughts. And hey, if you're enjoying these deep dives into the blueprints of fun stuff, please think about subscribing to Inventive Legacies.
And leaving a review always helps get the word out. We'd appreciate it.
So, final thoughts on this journey into Twister's origins?
For me, it's just the beautiful irony. You have this game known purely for fun, laughter, maybe mild embarrassment.
Definitely mild embarrassment.
And it all stems from this incredibly rigorous, thought-out, dare I say, engineered document. They considered everything, from physics to strategy to solo training.
It really shows that even the simplest, most chaotic fun often has some serious design thinking behind it. They weren't just throwing dots on a mat. They were creating a system, a whole apparatus.
A system where we are the game pieces. It brings it full circle.
It does indeed.
Oh.
Well, we hope you enjoyed getting tangled up in the details of U.S. Patent 3,454,279 with us.
Thank you truly for your support, for checking out the prints, and for spending some time with us today.
We really appreciate you listening.
Join us next time. We'll be dissecting another fascinating patent that left its mark on our world. Goodbye for now.